All right, so today's recipe promises not to leave you in a pickle.
That's right. We're learning the art of making bread and butter pickles in our CI kitchen with U of I student chef Hanna Boroom. Welcome, Hanna.
Thank you.
So we're talking homemade bread and butter pickles, so I'm guessing this is a family recipe.
Yeah, I kind of learned it from, I don't even know, it's kind of been passed down like through the family, so I don't even know where it originated, but yeah, I made some tweaks, so it's kind of my own now too.
Okay. What is a bread and butter pickle?
So you have your typical dill pickle, which is really like salty. It's like what you normally would think of having on a burger. Yeah. The bread and butter is just a little bit sweeter, so we have some white sugar and brown sugar that goes into it. So it's I like that, like the sweet and salty mix in it.
Yeah, and basically a pickle is just a cucumber, right?
Yes.
All right, so what do we need to do to get started? Because I'm seeing a pan here that probably needs some ingredients.
Yes, so what we're going to do is we're just going to turn our heat on really quick.
Ooh, that kind of felt good in here. It's
yeah, right. All we're going to do is we have a ½ cup of white vinegar, a ¼ cup of apple cider vinegar, and we're just going to put those right in there.
Okay.
I love how you label everything. This is really good because I've been known to mess up a recipe or two. So
yeah.
It's nice when you do that for those of us who are amateurs.
You have to.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So as we start adding these in, tell us a little bit about your background.
So I have been working in a restaurant. Well, I worked in a restaurant here in Urbana. I worked at the bread company on Goodwin for like a year and a half. That was like my first restaurant experience. I got into the hospitality program when I saw they have like a presentation for freshmen to show us like, you know, what goes into the program, and we have what ultimately is our senior special, which is the spice box, as you guys know. And I thought that was such a cool idea, and that was like what I wanted to do. So I was like, that's for me, you know, I want to do this. And it's been crazy. It's my last semester is next semester, so it's absolutely insane.
And we're celebrating by making bread and butter pickles on CI Living. I got to say, that was a lot of sugar that went in there.
It was a lot of sugar, yeah. So what it's gonna, the sugar actually is going to help keep them, you know, sweet. If you have, you can adjust it though. I typically like a little bit sweeter. You can adjust the ratio a little bit if you want more of like, you know, more of like a vinegary pickle, but I typically like them sweeter, so that's why I have a lot of sugar in there.
Oh, okay.
And then tell me a little bit about the pickles, because these look really fresh.
They are really fresh. They're just like organic salad pickles. You can use they have pickling cucumbers, but those are just salad cucumbers. They're just a little smaller, easier to
And it doesn't matter then?
It doesn't matter, no. You can even use like regular.
So a pickling cucumber, what is it, just bigger or?
No, they're smaller.
Oh, they're
smaller. They're like just a little smaller.
Oh,
they have a little bit more of a bite to it. And these cucumbers have been salted, so they're going to be salty.
Oh.
You can try them, but they will be salty. And what the salt does is draw a lot of the water out of the cucumber because they have a lot of water naturally in them, and that just helps keep them really crispy while in the brine.
Heather's going to wish she had something that's salty and delicious. That's near and dear to our heart. We love salt here.
It is. So this is going to like what, simmer for a little bit and then you add the cucumbers?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, this is just enough to dissolve the sugar basically in there and then let that cool just for a little bit. And then we have, when that's cooled, we have our mustard seed and celery seed. And so this is
which is which?
So that's the yellow mustard seed there, the little like yellow.
So okay, so it's yellow.
Yep. And then this is the celery seed as well. And these actually will help a little bit with taste, but mostly with antimicrobial properties. So this helps extend the shelf life and helps bacteria from, you know, getting in.
In the example in your big finale, it looks like you've got that over there.
Yeah.
I guess you could can this.
Yeah. You can. This recipe specifically doesn't need all the steps of like a traditional canning, you know, where you have to boil it and seal it and divide it, get rid of the oxygen. Yeah. So that's why this doesn't last as long as like a typical canning recipe, but it still is just as safe.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, well, we're going to finish whipping things up here, and then we got to talk about what's going on at the Bevere Cafe this week. In the meantime, if you want a copy of the bread and butter pickle recipe or what's going on at the Bevere, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv.